mine. This island is mine. This island is mine. Take a drive to the countryside, drop the window and feel the vibe. There's no other place I'd rather be. Me Vincy girl by my side. I tell them all the while, we don't have no gold nor oil, but we have wonderful people, rich with beautiful smiles. From the hills to the mountains,
Listen all day, every day on your favorite streaming platform. The clean and fresh sound. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
All right, SVG, the time here, it is now 8:08, and we have joining us virtually this morning, Mrs. Nadine Agad Juliera.
Yep. Nicely done.
Yay! Mrs. Nadine Agad Juliera is joining us this morning, and Miss Nadine is from Invest SVG, and we are going to be talking about everything Vincy Night Market. All right. So good morning to you, Nadine, and how are you?
Hi, good morning, Roleza. Hi, Dianna. I'm all right. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me this morning.
Always a pleasure.
This morning I'm here to tell you about what's going on, what's exciting, what's new at Invest SVG. You know, we always try to represent our nation well and make sure that our citizens and our visitors get the opportunity to find out who we are culturally, spiritually, physically, all that good stuff. So this year, we're going to be hosting a night market at the cruise ship terminal in Kingstown. On Saturday, the 26th from 5 p.m. until 11 p.m. And again on Sunday, the 27th from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. in the evening. So we have about 170 booths. This year, we're only doing tables down there, and registration is open now. It's only $50. And you just come up to the office and you fill out the form, pick your spot, because you can pick your spot already. And you move forward swiftly from there.
Okay. And what sectors or what category of persons you are expecting to see at this night market?
The same varied sector representation that we have at the big one. We have creative sector, creative industries. We have agro-processing, agriculture, because there are folks that actually sell potted plants and cut flowers. We're going to be having some services will be represented, but you can imagine it will be slightly scaled down because it's not the big one that has the booth spaces and the build-out booths. Because of Hurricane Beryl, we don't have access to all the tools we usually do, like the big tents. Those are in the Grenadines and so on, providing support for our countrymen down there. So we have to bring it a little bit smaller. But you know, Invest SVG can't do anything too small. We really can't. It is we are allergic to it. We can't make it. We have to come out and represent ourselves well.
Okay.
Right. So, what exactly is this night market? For those who may be wondering, we're hearing about the night market. Could you offer some specifics?
I am so happy to do that for you. So the night market was a concept that came when the folks from the Kingstown Town Board, who represent the Central Market, they came and they asked us if we could come up with something that would drive traffic into the Central Market, because they found that the folks there, the vendors there were, they were saying that sales were slumped and they needed something to engage the public with. So we our team came up with the night market, and I don't know if you remember, it was a series of like Friday nights where you'd go into the market and there'd be music and lights and Vincentian artists. Darren Andrews would play violin, and we had bands, Silk. We had Rodney. We had Rodney come and play the steel pan for us. And in addition to the regular vendors in the market, we invited in all of our regulars from the everything Vincy, the big expo that we do. So you had people who were doing fashion, you had jewelry, you had people selling agro-processed goods, value added goods, plum stew, golden apple stew, damsel stew. We had a great representation from we had multi-sectoral representation, which is really and truly what you can hope for. Is one of the best things to have, because you don't want to, you're going into the market on a regular basis and you're seeing primary goods. You're doing a night market, you invite the people from Barley who frying fish. And you invite others who selling conch sauce and pig food sauce and Creole food. You get your dukkana and all that. So please, if you have that recollection in your mind from those night markets, just take that vision from your head and transplant it to the Kingston cruise ship terminal, and that is where we'll be. That is where we'll be.
I know that when we have the Vincy Expo, that overseas companies tend to participate or tend to showcase their items. Is that going to be happening at this time, or is it just everything strictly Vincy? Yeah.
Because it's a very good question, and this year, had Beryl not transpired, we would have had when I tell you, Roleza, a fantastic event for you.
Mhm.
Beryl took away a lot from us this year, because as a result of Ghana attending last year's event, we had a combined we had about 6 more countries, and not just from the region. We had countries who coming from real far to attend. And because we didn't, we had to, as a people, we had to push our resources to support our folks in the Grenadines. We had to scale back a lot.
Okay.
But we anticipate when we come next year that we're gonna have a serious wow factor. you know we're gonna have a serious, but when I tell you, people who don't ever come out, they're going to come out next year. Godspeed.
All right. And not to have so much on the Vincy Expo as we traditionally know it, but I think that I saw it was supposed to be postponed to January. Is that still going to be the January, February? Is that still going to be the case, or would it
I'm
be
a, I'm a bit
rescheduled?
lost to I'm a bit lost to confirm, because we don't have
Mhm.
absolute confirmation on it as
Okay.
yet.
Okay.
I know for myself personally, I would prefer to have it in the same month of October, because one, it allows our vendors time to prepare enough stock. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Between now and December, we're doing one in October. Um, you're going to well, naturally, I think they would have stock because they were getting ready for October anyway.
Mhm.
But then you have to rush to have stock for the next quarter again. And sometimes, because these folks are small businesses, in St. Vincent, they don't start at small, they start at micro, so they start at MSME. Sometimes it's hard for them to put together things that quickly. Sometimes
Mhm.
they cannot react that quickly. So if it's in October, I think it will give them a lot of time to plan ahead, meet their
Mhm.
short-term goals, meet their long-term goals, and then they can generate they'll have good sales and be able to generate quite a bit of revenue if we do it in October. But the decision is not mine. I just putting it out in the air for the
Mhm.
powers that be to hear how we look at it. Because
And
if
I
we have that much time too, we could when I tell you we win Wawali, hey, boy.
well, when I remember what I experienced last year, and so I see your excitement, I see all the exuberance coming out of you. I can only imagine what the thoughts were.
I hope you see the disappointment to Roleza, because we were really brokenhearted.
Yeah,
We
I'm
couldn't
seeing
do
it. I'm
nothing this
seeing it.
year except
Mhm.
a condensed version.
Right. All right, but and I suppose to not having it in January, because there's also December sales that you have to think about for persons with small
Yeah,
businesses. So it's going
yeah.
to be a lot to push for to
And
have it in the early
and in
part.
addition in addition to that, the Christmas markets already the Christmas markets I think are already they're already expecting to prepare for those because people
Okay.
already take part in those. Invest SVG doesn't have a traditional role in the Christmas markets. We don't really
Mhm.
ever do that. Um, so it would be kind of like if we're stepping on people's toes, in my opinion, if we just show up. Because you remember I don't tell her we cannot, it is impossible, we are allergic to small. So we
I,
we
mm,
so we can we leave the Christmas market folks already own that market, so we don't
okay.
want to encroach too much. We
Okay.
would prefer not to. Let me don't say don't because not my it's not my decision.
Okay.
All right. So how do persons
I
get
cannot
to?
hear y'all. Today it is raining.
Oh,
Oh,
Can
it
you hear
is.
me?
all
Oh,
right.
we're
What
hearing
about
you though. We're
now?
hearing you.
Can you hear me
Oh,
now?
okay. Good,
Yeah.
good, good. I have it's lagging a bit on my end. My apologies.
Okay.
Okay. So how do persons get to sign up or register for the night markets?
Well, you come to the Invest SVG office, which is located on the second floor of the financial complex. You can walk the stairs if you're healthy. If you really don't care about your health, you can take the elevator and come up to the second floor, get off on the mezzanine day, come through the doors. You'll see two big doors right in front of you to your right. If you look to your left, it's the window, and we don't want you to go through that. Um, so you come through the doors and then you'll turn right again. And as soon as you're in the long passageway, you'll see two big silver doors on your left. That is Invest SVG. So you come right there and there will be one of four people to help you. So we have Clint, we have Rakim, we have Denique, and we have Nauka, and all of them are prepared to help you. There's also a full scale, well, not a full scale, we have a scale map of the entire site, the cruise ship terminal with where all the tents and everything are located. And we have this year about, hold on, let me check my notes. We have one, two, three, four, five, six. We have 6 blocks of tables. So we have food court, which is in block G. And I think to my knowledge, there are still a few spaces remaining in block G. So if there are any people who want to do food sales for the expo, please come up. We're happy to have you. We're happy to see you. We have block A, B, D, and F. And then we have the, I don't know if you remember, we always do the Invest SVG / information booth / B2B lounge
Mhm.
for if there's anybody who is participating, who makes a distributor that they want to engage, or the distributor wants to engage somebody, you can bring them to the lounge, have a drink and have a private meeting because we've put aside tables that allow for some privacy, and so there people can come and do that. And we have block H, which is where there are plugs because of the condensed size and the condensed duration of the market. We didn't give every single body plugs like we usually do at the big
Mhm.
one.
Okay.
So only one block, block H, which is actually got quite a few booths in it, can will have plugs in it. So we invite you guys to let your friends know that we're doing this, and sales have been quite good. Everybody's been very interested in coming because I think they were preparing for the regular
Mhm.
expo. So they've been consistent, but that don't mean it can't improve, my people. It can improve. Come up to Invest SVG. Clinton them will be very happy to see you and help you. The farm is basic. The farm is extremely basic, so you don't have to worry about anything.
Okay. And is it a case where uh persons or businesses will be categorized based on their business size
No,
in terms of the
no,
space that you're going to get?
no. It's not based on the business size, and I will tell you why.
Okay.
This year is only one category we having. Remember, in previous years, we always give you several categories to choose from. You can take a
Mhm.
table,
Right.
you can take a 8 by 10 booth, or you can build out. Which is what ECGC and the bigger companies tend
Mhm.
tend to do. Distillers and all those people, they build out. But because of the condensed space at the cruise ship terminal, there are only tables this year.
Okay.
So you're
Okay.
just if Roleza is selling is if Roleza selling Mammy apple jam, Roleza comes and she she looks at the sitemap and she says, you know, I think the front of block D will be best for me. And she'll pick D1. And if Dianna is selling socks for spiders, then Dianna say, I don't really want to be near to Roleza because her product is going to impact mine. Let me go over to block F and go in the front. So everybody is basically choosing their own spots. So it's not going to be in order of sector. We would ideally like it to be in order sector, but the space don't really allow us much flexibility.
Mm. Okay. And I guess suppose
Plus,
mix
they
with
won't
a
put,
person.
in addition to that too, I don't want to put you in a category and then you said how you is not getting any sales and it's Nadine fault. So no, I pick your own
Mm.
spot, please.
And is so there can be a possibility where competitors might be next to each other.
There's a very strong possibility, but do not let that phase you. You see, you realize that
Mm.
you're already putting them negative vibes out. Don't do that. Um, do not
Mm.
let that phase you, my people. Even if Roleza and Diana next to each other selling the same socks for spiders, feed off one another. If Roleza have
Mhm.
some nice packaging, Diana might say, "Lord Jesus, she get that from? I gotta step up my game." Well,
Mhm.
let me go talk to her. Where you get those nice labels and that nice pouch you have that? Oh, Shane. All right, thanks. And the next year you come back, you
Right.
outdo a laser. So
Mhm.
you cannot see it as don't look at it as somebody competing directly with you. Look at it as an opportunity to learn from one another, to engage with each other. Maybe even too, there's an opportunity for you to cooperate in that. If the two are selling socks for spiders, a distributor just happens to need socks for spiders, Roleza cannot provide all of the socks
Mhm.
herself.
Right.
But Roleza and Diana can, and she met Diana right next to her at the night market.
Mhm.
So
Good. It
if you need
makes
to get
sense.
in touch with
Yes.
each other, yeah, so
Mhm.
it we yeah, you have to find the silver lining in this something.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay.
What do you have entertainment for persons throughout the
Oh
day?
my God, Diana, I can ask such a question. I didn't tell you we're allergic to
I
small.
want you to talk about it. That's why I asked. So now you could say,
Anjanella Young, Miss Anjanella Young, our export marketing and promotions coordinator, has planned a spectacular something for you. I wanted the pitchy patchy dancers. Remember those people in the pitchy patchy clothes
yeah.
from the cricket? Oh my God, if all you know how I wanted a picture with them people, like Anjanella shoot me down, boom, one time. No, you're not having any pitchy patchy. You will have big skirt. So the big skirt in the national colors will come out to entertain you and dance with you, and
Mhm.
you can get your lovely pictures. And there will be fire eaters, and there will be Bwabwa men in their fantastic costumes, and there will be lots of local music, live bands, as well as canned music. And there will be live performances. And there on Sunday there's gospel. Angela Lane completely finished with the event agenda, as in what going on the stage. But yeah, there's gonna be the usual high quality of entertainment that you can look forward to for both nights.
Amazing.
Okay.
Amazing.
All right. So Nadine, if you could just remind us of the dates of the events, the
Mhm.
times as well, and issue another call for persons to register and to be a part of
Mhm.
it.
Okay. Well, so everybody, there's a call to action for you to come and sign up with Invest SVG for the night market, the Everything Vincy Expo Plus Independence Night Market, which is being held at the Kingston Cruise Ship Terminal from the 26th to the 27th. On the 26th, we begin at 5 p.m. and go to 11 p.m. And on the 27th, we start at 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. So you can leave the Victoria Park and come straight over by us. We will be open. There will be things to eat, things to drink, cocoa tea, bush tea, all that kind of lovely stuff will be there. We invite you to come out, come up to Invest SVG, and we still have a few more spaces left. So please come in. Our friendly and professional staff waiting to help you all out. We tremendously look forward to seeing you. If you need to find out where we are, the phone number is 457-2159. In addition to that, if you're more tech comfortable, the website is www.investsvg.com, all lowercase, one word. You can go there and it will direct you straight to our office where we can help you fill out the form. Remember, the form is not arduous and registration is only $50. So it's an independence present, and we look forward to seeing you all.
Lovely. All right, I'm already excited. Every year I get excited about the Invest SVG Expo. And in this case, it's going to be the night market. So it's always good to see new businesses, especially or persons who have engaged in new sectors here in
Yes,
SVG.
with
I'm
that.
always excited to see that. And, we do
Indeed,
have a wealth
indeed.
of talent.
We
And
do, we do.
and because it's also cheaper to register this year as well, I'm
Mm-hmm.
hoping that we are going to see a lot more persons coming out and participating.
Right. Indeed, it's an opportunity for them to, if you have any doubts about your product or you just want to test the market, a
Mhm.
modicum of $50, and I'm sure you will make that back in no time.
Yep, yep. All right, Nadine. So as always, we are happy to have you here with us, and I'm
Thank
hoping
you.
coming closer to the dates of the event that we'd have another interview with you, just as a reminder to folks. All right.
And we look
So
forward to I look forward to that. Thank you so very much, and thank you for having me. You guys have a lovely day here.
you as well. Thank you.
All
All
right, bye
right.
now.
And that was our interview with Invest SVG regarding this year's night market activities taking place on the 26th and the 27th of October this year. All right, we are going to take a quick break and then we'll be back with more activated mornings for you.